What's up everybody, back here with the straw bale garden in Fallbrook. It's let's see, 6 days after our last video, because our last video went over a week. So this is day 14 with plants in the bale. Let's see, and that would make it day 28 overall from when we very first started watering the bale. And things are looking pretty good. The strawberries in front are kind of the only thing that are lagging a little bit, I would say. But I think that definitely has something to do with the neighbor chickens, because chickens sure do love the color red, and wouldn't you know it, strawberries are red. So they like to peck at those plants. And of course they're kind of at the face there where they can get to them. So we may not get much of it out of our strawberries, but that's okay. It's kind of cool just to grow in the sides anyway. But in top, things are looking pretty good here, really popping off. The carrots here are really coming back, putting up new shoots from when I chopped them down. They're looking really nice. This big tomato here is looking really nice, and I actually tied her up to the fence there so it wouldn't fall over and droop down the front or anything like that. This tomato is looking really nice as well. You know, just different types, so this one isn't quite as long and lanky as that other one. This really tall one is a cherry tomato, and typically I would say cherry tomatoes grow pretty long and lanky like that, kind of like a vine, whereas these San Diego tomatoes, more like a Roma or your other type tomatoes, they're a little bit stockier, but looking super healthy, really green. Got a couple of spots on this one here that's looking a little shabby, but that's about it. Other than that, they're looking awesome. Pineapple sage really filling out. It's looking really nice. I took off a couple of flower heads off the top of those to let them kind of bush out a little more and grow more leaves, because that's what I really like on that, is the leaves and the good fragrance they put off rather than the flowers. Even though the flowers look really nice too, they're nice, you know, red flower stem. Google them if you really want to know what they look like, but they're red flowers, and they're pretty cool looking. Our peas here are doing rather well. I've already taken off a couple pea pods and snacked on them. They're getting nice and plump. I had them kind of multi-use here, not only for my peas, but it holds up my peppers and my tomatoes. These little strings here, they're out of a bale, little bale twine that I tied out, went around the pepper and went back to the fence, and so it holds my pepper up, and it also serves as a little connector from my pea to the trellis, to the chain link fence. So hopefully the peas will follow along those lines and go straight up that fence. My bell pepper here is doing awesome too. It's putting out some new little volunteer shoots, kind of little suckers like on a tomato, but they're on every leaf. They're not just on the ones under where the tomatoes are growing like a tomato sucker would be. So that looks like it'll be an awfully large bush, along with these tomatoes. So yeah, that's our status. Oh, we've got a little weed here. So that's, let's see if we can see it. That's it. That's what your little grass shoots, the weeds that sprout out of this hay bale, that's what they look like. We're gonna go down a little bit and just pluck it out, and it comes out with its roots and everything. So that's what you do if you get those little weeds sprouted. Like I said before in one of the other videos, you get maybe a couple every now and then. That's actually the very first one that I've seen since I've planted out the bale. So in 14 days, that's the first weed that I've had. So that's not bad if you ask me. So yeah, that's our hay bale, our straw bale garden, day 28 / day 14, depending on how you count it. I would say it's leaning more towards day 28 since it's day 28 and there's 14 days before that day 14 started. So day 28 / 14. I think we'll just keep it there for everyone. Yep, everything's looking good. Besides the hay bale, the straw bale there, I've got a couple willow branches and a bucket of water. Seeing if they'll root. Got a majority of these leaves on here are looking like they're dying, but I do have a couple that are nice and healthy looking and kind of fresh growth looking there, so they may work out, they may not work out. I've also got in these little pots here a couple cuttings of a morning glory vine to see if I can propagate those through cuttings. If not, no big deal. I've got a bunch of seeds that I can just plant them out, but since I do already have one kind of taken off, I figured I might as well take some cuttings and see what happens with it. Oh, over here, so we'll walk on over here, I've got my little herb box going. Jeez, what do we have in here? We've got onion chives right here. I've got some garden sage, oregano here, rosemary, lavender. This is a Spanish lavender. This is a regular lavender. Got some thyme, and some garlic chives. Really cool little herb box. Smells awesome with all the lavender and rosemary. And pretty neat. Just made it out of a couple pallet slats and screwed them together with a block on the inside. So yeah, that's my little pallet herb garden planter box. Neat little side garden there. So yeah, we got the herb box, got my straw bale, a couple willow plants here, got a couple goats over here. Hi baby goats. Say hello. Chew on my finger. That's what you really want to do. They love chewing on fingers. They're super cool though. Got our baby turkeys. What's up, turkeys? And got a little raspberry plant going here. So yeah, we got a whole little farm thing going here besides just our straw bale garden. So yeah, we'll check in with you in another week, give you an update on how these plants are going. Judging by these tomatoes, I think in another week we'll have some little baby tomatoes coming on set, because we got a bunch flowers coming out. So yeah, check in with us in a week and we'll have another video posted. Mr. Green Toes signing out.